Hey everybody. This has nothing to do with the video. I just love this zoom I got last summer. It was amazing. You guys, give me a second. The light and stuff was really cool. But I mean, I'd almost rather have like sound of some. If you guys could give me some sound, you guys, there's no way I can figure out where that was. So let's redo this. Whoever saw the glowing thing, the amazing glowing light. Maybe I'll put a little clip in here so people understand. Maybe I won't. You can just go back and look at the video. It's a couple videos back. It was right in there. The only way I located it, even after I found it, was because it was glowing. I don't see anything like that now. Look how it's all melted in there, though. Oh, not there. Up there. Right there. It's all melted. That's about where it is. Right there. I think it was like somewhere like in there. It was a place you would never pick with your eyes. It just didn't look interesting. Like it wasn't like a structure that I could tell, or you know what I mean. It was. You would have picked 100 places to look first, just out of guessing. And now I can't see it. I think it was there, if I remember correctly. I think it was right there. There's a kind of a big tree there where it was. Like it was like right in there. I think that's the tree. It's so different now. You guys, I'm almost sure that's the tree. Right where the snow is where that thing was glowing, right there. Right there. Is there still something there? What is that? So was that glowing thing behind the V tree? It's amazing, another V tree. I don't see the X the thing was on. I see some of the system though right there. That's a spot of theirs. I don't see the X that seemed to be almost holding it up. There was an X right in front. I'm like, I swear to God. Callie, I swear to God. Like, it's amazing. You know, when you get excited, that you know, it's, believe me. It might sound stupid, like, but when I say that, I'm being completely honest. I'll never say that, just in case. I get to heaven, he's like, you swear to God, huh? Like if I was lying, so I had to make sure I'm always. I think it's just an extra thing. Like I swear. Isn't that weird? Why would I pick that spot to hoax? Oh, we got new dirt already. This is the dirt. The dirt capital right here is them. They're already here. Look at the triples going in. Right below it, I'm seeing disturbances on the melted right there. You guys, the noise would be so good today. I know it's early in the season, but man, we would really love something. I'm sidetracked. Another trident right in front of it. A megalomid, it's theirs. It's like a trail marker trident. All this is theirs right here. If you don't believe me, you can watch the whole video of what it looks like in there. It's amazing in there. It's the day I filmed the two young elk. It could just be right in there, as you would never think. So it's not even that much different than just filming them right there. It's always out of our thinking. It doesn't have to be where you think they would be. I'm kind of telling myself that, actually. I'm learning, you know, from situations like that. I mean, we saw it. I mean, thank God he was with me, because when you have something that incredible, just the same time when a UFO was up here and it came right over my head, just 50 feet, and it like scanned me with these lights, and then it flew off. Thank God someone was there, because I still text that person to this day, occasionally saying, that happened, right? That really happened. Yeah. And she's like, oh yes, that was Jen. And if you know Jen, she's the most honest, nicest person you'll ever meet in your life. She would never lie about anything to anyone. She's like a real Christian type girl. It happened. I was like, it said hello to us. She's like, no, it said hello to you. And I was like, what are you talking about? We were standing next to it. She's like, it doesn't matter. They were talking. And we thought at first it was when it blinked its lights that it was saying hello, and it might have been because it just went flash, flash, like almost like you would do it to someone. Blatant. They did that. But later, like recently, even the last year or so, I was thinking, it just hit me. I'm like, you know what? That was not what they were doing. I think they like scanned me or something. You guys, what about the timestamps here? Oh, maybe I should just turn around and come back. I don't mean to reshoot the same video, but it was that interesting. I'll put the timestamps in the beginning of this video of what we were getting here. Sarah, thank you. You did a great job. You got your 1, 2, 3 leaner. See the 1? They did that. 2. They did that. 3. They did that. See how they're exactly the same? Watch. See if you can see the 3. 1, 2, 3. They couldn't be any more precise. It's literally like a computer did it. Do you see that? These are things that most people don't know. And that's all you need to know. You don't need to see some crazy structure. You just need to see that. Remind people, thanks for sticking with me during this. We got this extra snow that I really didn't think we were getting. It's really set me back a couple weeks in the forest. Could I go up there? Yeah. Soon I could go up there. I could probably go up there today if I really wanted to. It's not my thing. I'm involved with these guys to the left. I think it's the same place, but I'm not sure. They'll give me everything over there, nothing on the rocks. Anytime I'm near the rocks, I can get them on the video. Like, where's that X I found? There's these other. I'll show it all. I might do my whole video right here today. Okay, we can definitely see better today. Oh my God, the last time there was something out front of that, if I can remember, unless it was just the way the day was and it showed those as faces, which is possible, but I believe that's just rock, but it's very strange. And then the coloring, Lisa colored this. I'll put the picture in. I'll make it my thumbnail. Can we see anything, is the question. Look how, you guys, it's impossible. This is impossible right here. I noticed the 2 little notches right there. It looks like one long line on the left side, but it's actually 2 slits. This one has like a mouth right there and a nose above it. They have they're like glued together with some kind of something, and then they're all bordered at the bottom with rocks. And then it's packed around like nothing I've ever seen before. I can't see anything happening. It sure looked like it was happening the first day, didn't it? And it could just be that way because Mark's here again. I don't know. It's hard to know what they know. It's always tricks. Like I told Tom the other day, this old guy, he'd been doing this his whole life privately, and he'd passed away right after he messaged me. He said, Mark, I've been doing this, when I first started, he said, Mark, I've been doing this for 50 years. Let me give you one piece of advice. He wrote me this long letter, but this is what I remembered from it. Let me give you one piece of advice. Never let them fool you. So he told me, he's like, they can appear to be stumps, trees, bushes, everything. Like they'll every time they'll literally trick you. He said and over his years, especially because he was doing it back when there was no cameras, you didn't share it with anybody. Like he would literally watch them come out of being a stump, things like that, appearing to be. You know, it's all just magic. That's all it is. You see that right there? Blatant. That's theirs. Look at the bowl it's in as well. It's a very interesting bowl. look, I mean, you guys, we're not seeing them today. Like, maybe you'll see some timestamps in the video. I'm not seeing anything remotely worth zooming on yet. But when you look at what's around it, it's simply amazing. Lisa, I know you saw one. You thought you saw one there. That could have been that, but no, that's just snow, and the snow would be different now. So that the little square you had on the right might be legit. That wasn't there, was it? Hold on. When I just zoomed up there, was this black thing right there? Yes, right it was. You don't have to look back. It's like a shadow or something. I thought I just zoomed in on that rock behind. I don't remember seeing this black thing right there. I really don't. Is it an optical illusion? Why am I seeing a black? That wasn't it. There's another great spot up here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'll tell you, these random... See how there's no rocks anywhere? Except then just, one here, one there. All of them, except that one doesn't, but most of them seem to have something going on around them. Like there, like there's definitely some activity right there. Remember, it would all look like that, okay? You simple-minded... I zoomed in, I was like, I remember seeing that face, right? And now I can't see half of the mouth. I don't know if I'm losing my mind or not. It's very hard to hold. Like, you think I could just sit here for half an hour, but I can't. I'm zoomed all the way in. I mean, I'm zoomed way far in, and it makes the camera... You even get out of breath doing that. Because holding it steady. Let's try here. And then, this is good enough, and then I want to go... I'm blown away by that thing up there with the dirt around it and everything. And then let's go back to my spot where it was glowing. That's one of my worlds there. Every time I've been there, something pretty amazing happens. That was the first real amazing thing I got to show you there. Besides, like, their world. I filmed the whole world in there. They just disappear the second. And remember, people are just they don't use their brains. Mark, don't see any Bigfoots. What else do you see? Do you see a bird? Do you see a squirrel? Do you see an elk? Do you see a deer? Do you see a moose? Do you see a bobcat? Do you see a mountain lion? Do you see anything? Yet there's millions of them. What makes you think you're going to see something that's smarter than you are? I admit that it's not that exciting here today. There's nothing really going on, I can tell. It doesn't mean much, but... Is that black thing still there? I gotta look at that. I didn't see anything black there when I first zoomed. That is so weird looking to me. I swear it looks like I see like a beard or something. But look at that rock, you guys. Look how amazing it is around it. I swear, it looks. Look where it's placed. It's impossible. It's not possible. It's in that bowl because they come out of the ground. Isn't it amazing? Wow, hard to believe. No, that's not ridiculous. Really, it's ridiculous because where else did they come from? Why do people refuse to think down? Of course, it's down. Doesn't mean anything. Oh, that must be evil then. No, you're just stupid. That's the problem. You've been taught all these things, so you never will look. Do you understand? And then if you finally ever do see something by accident, you're scared to death and you never go back again. When really all you have to do is go, hi, how are you? Not lose your mind like a psycho. It's really, really affecting me, the bad people of this world. I'm really, really tired of you. You can self-justify yourself all you want. We're just sick and tired of you. It's old, and nobody cares. You're just wasting your time. You're spewing negative energy throughout the world, and one day you'll pay the price. Hey, there's no sound on this clip, but just watch. I thought this was interesting. Could be a trick. Not making any claims, but I've did an amazing video here right before the winter, and they were all around me while I was there. Some of the best timestamps I've ever gotten in my life. And got to see them in their magic. Interesting. This all happened at that same spot I just zoomed on. I saw that guy with the claws. It was crazy. I mean, explain that to me. That's what they do. Now, people walk on this trail. This is really popular for like people that live like locals would only know about it typically. But like, I mean, every time I go by here, there's like one car. Like, I mean, it's walked on. You can tell by the footprints. You can see dogs too. Will I look for their footprints here? Not really. Yes, I look, but they don't do that. They don't need to. You can get them like that, but I mean, it's just rare. They're not walking around the snow too much that I see. That's all a blind that was there. Little things coming up. Let's go see my first little walk up. See, to me, these disturbances are all like a dog, maybe. I can't tell, but I can only assume that's like a dog doing that. Someone had skis here. So did a person do that, or did they do that? Because they could certainly do that, and anyone else would think it was a person. Being that it's part of their language, I find it very suspicious. Right? There's their sign, there's the log, there's no snow. The middle of the pass got snow. Blatant. I had no intentions of coming in here, but I figured I'd just take a look. It's a dog, I think. Everyone's just ignoring the gate. I've been by here before, it's closed for some reason. Oh, never mind. Something got yard sale, the bird. Probably a bobcat got him. I think I've seen the cat prints mixed in among the dog prints. Something went that way. Like, and kept going. It says, please keep gate closed for some reason. Look at that, it's all melted up there on those mountains. I'm not going to waste too much time. For you guys, I just want to see if I can get to a structure. I mean, me saying, did they do that for me? I don't know. I mean, if they did, then they got to do something. Oh yeah, this is like Tridentville, I remember. Look, it's insane. You got to see the structures on that hill up there. See, there's a Trident there. I know there's another one in there somewhere. Where is it? Right there above it. Right next to it. There's a Trident right there somewhere. Yeah. There's two. They did that. The trees are all witchy. That's deep in there. That's deep snow. They did that. I mean, if you guys did that, so I would see it, which I'm not claiming necessarily, why would you do nothing when I walk in here? It doesn't make any sense. I've already been here, on this path at least. I've never walked into the Bigfoot world though. I think this is all one actually. And they're really used to people coming up this path. You can only go so far. You can't, there's no like tributaries. You literally walk up and then walk back. I think they watch it happening. To me, those sticks at the end are just blatant for something, but it couldn't have anything to do with me because they didn't give me anything. Although that looks really interesting there. But that's like a major event to try to go up there. It's all melted. You just have to walk. It's really deep right there. Deeper than it looks. You gotta tape up because look at the tridents everywhere in here. They're literally tridents. You gotta tape up because that cold snow goes right down your boot. Like it is, whoa. Like it is right, man, it's slippery.
What is the noise right
How do
after
you
I say
stop
lose
that?
my mind?
I don't freaking lose my mind. I got snow down there. So if I'm ever going to go into deep snow, even if it's just to get to where it's dry, you really want to tape up your shoes because, you know, having wet feet. Look at the arch back there. So that tells me that hill is 100%, even though it doesn't look exciting up there. It's good up there. Most likely where they are. Just like I showed you in the bushes, you know, where the glowing light was. There's all kinds of activity into there. I can't figure out what it is. It looks like big footprints. It goes all the way back. There's a weird yellow, like, just sign over there. It has nothing on it. It's just a yellow triangle sign. Tridents everywhere. But they don't do anything. Look across. I can't wait to get back to my places. I can't wait to get to Holy Cross and Bigfoot Universe. I can't even get there till the end of June to those places. Don't worry, I got places just as good, actually, that I can get to before that.
I don't get this. Just another thing that's a little bit too weird.
I know that hole. I always look at it because it's so bizarre. I've only shown it to you once, but it looks so weird in front of it. There's another one over here somewhere. Wonder why they want that gate closed. This doesn't make any sense to me. What could that possibly stop from going there? That's as high as it gets. Please keep gate closed. Why? Oh, that's the spot I want up there. That's the spot. Doesn't mean they're there, but I need something to go on, and that's the best looking spot I can see. Where is it? Man, I don't see anything up there, but I know based on what I'm seeing in front, they're marking that side as well as that side. That's where the big structures are up there. Oh well, sorry about that. Could have been a human. I don't think so. It's too blatant, nothing at the end. It's a field goal trident, you guys, basically. And it just could be them, but it has nothing to do with me. That's what I'm saying. So I think they did it, but they didn't do it for me. Look at the X's like made recently. I came to that conclusion because they didn't do anything. These guys know me so well. I've never got anything over here. Nothing. For you guys, whenever I come in, like to this side or this area, just nothing. They're right there. They mark it more blatantly than most places even. They just don't do anything to amuse me, except the structures. All that in there is good. You can just, it's so clear, especially you get to the road and you follow the road. This whole mountain is marked up at the bottom and just basically surrounding it. But then you look at the mountain and it's complete deception because you can't, I can't tell why they're marking it. There's nothing exciting happening. I mean, look at the X's, you guys. You can barely see it. You have to really look. See the X's? There's an X back there. Like a really good one. Blatant. Yeah, this is on nothing. See that? Why are they marking that hill? Oh well. Thanks for watching. Here's that before the skull and everything. I filmed this for you before, like last year. Kylie's like, can I please zoom on that? I'm like, nah, you can't, because you're not going to see anything. That's all you see. It's amazing how next to it is that though. I remember that. That just appeared. You see how look how red the clay is. You can just tell. It's brighter than anything else. It just appeared. And that's right above the skull and the timestamps and all that stuff we were showing you. Here, I'll show. I'm not going to even stop. I'll just show you. See, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. All that up there is just really, really interesting. I love the places that I can't get to. You can see structures. I missed it. It's right here. So it's all hidden in plain sight. That's the skull. I'm telling you, if you turn that giant rock around, it's a perfect face. They turned it in and put it in there to hide it from people. But to them, they'll see it in 2 seconds. That's just right before that. That whole place is amazing. It's amazing. And then they don't even stop there. They literally tell you for 100% that I'm right, which is right here. Where's that structure? It's so good. The structure. This is crazy. Look at it closely, guys. Look at it closely, right in front of it all, and tell me that could be an accident. Look at that. It's literally part of their system. It's something I see everywhere I go. The same exact thing, only, and the same thing will be seen in Europe, in Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, where they are, is only the same thing. You would think people are just so simple, like regular people. They have no idea. Like what I'm zooming on has been shown by 1,000 different people, exactly the same picture in different places around the world. And everything else they show will be exactly the same. Another X, another trident, it's the same exact thing everywhere we go. It's something that people don't understand. It's a system / language / tech that I discovered. What do you think about that? Eyepieces are the best. Don't ever buy a camera without an eyepiece. I'll get them for you right there one day. See how it's all like statues? The 2 eyes. And weirdness. Every single rock there is bizarre and lined up. It's not an accident. You see that? That's where they are. Now I film multiple spots like that, just even past it as well down there. It's not a mistake. Pretty nuts to go back. I haven't seen it yet, so. I remember when I filmed, I was just thinking about it, actually, and then I see this. It's crazy. You guys remember when I found that Daniel Boone type thing in the tree, and then next to it was the one that had the boobs, and she was just sitting there, completely sure I wasn't going to be able to see her. Then I just see it. I see it again on the side of the road, and I filmed it once going up the other side over there, but never anywhere else but here. Well, you see this. I can't explain it. It's just like a skin of a fox. There's nothing else left. That one's just on the side of the road, so it doesn't really mean much. But when I see them hanging in a branch where they are, it's interesting to me. It's like they're marking it. They did this. They did that. I don't know how many times now I've filmed that in here where it's hanging on a bush or a branch. Once down by the stream down there, and then once over by the caves when I do my big walk over there. Which I don't even know if I'm going to do this year or not. Like I could even go in there now. I just don't want to. It's just a waste of time. Like, I think I've learned what I'm going to learn from them, which is basically you're not going to see us ever. We'll come right up to you and smile. A lot of snow in the forest. There's more than that, too, because that's sitting on top of their break. They did that, believe me. Why? Because I know, first of all, we all know what they look like. And secondly, this is a spot I know really well. I remember the day they did that too. That's a trident, you guys. It's not possible. That's a trident. Look at that. So yeah, there's a good foot there. There's a nice structure there. They always sit in the woods. See, there's no in the trees. There's no snow in there. Very little, and then you can see their structures right there. This deep snow, it's different. They move, I'm telling you. Like these guys are over there. That's what I think. Where there's no snow. Unless they're using their glowing light. By the way, we're going to check that out today too. I got to revisit where we filmed the glowing light. This is one of their new spots right there. I couldn't believe when I found that last year. It's insane in there. You got to see that in there. I'll show it to you this summer because I don't mind like reshooting something because I know most people didn't see it. That when it's that easy. Look at the bend. I didn't want to come up, but there was a couple walking, and they were standing right where I got to park to zoom, like literally standing there. And I saw their Prius that was like miles below. The guy had no shirt on and stuff. I'm like, what is these weirdos, man? Like no shirt on. Like, I mean, come on. It's not the summer yet. They're right in there. Their new spot. It's right there. Actually, it's not. It's right there. It's right there. Ooh, there's weird writing right in front of it. You guys. I don't know if those are initials or not. Very weird looking. It looks like some English there. But it also, like, who would waste their time doing two squiggly lines like that? That doesn't look like it to me. That looks like... I don't know what that is. That's very strange, you guys. Almost looks like structures. Look at the one that's just split, like just in the air over there. That's a great spot. They have seats and everything there. I can't figure out why. Because they have all these other places, and then all of a sudden, they just made it there for some reason. There's an incredible giant X right there, back in there. All right, so I'm just doing this because I got to go up here and turn around somewhere. Probably won't put this in, but this is one of the places where this guy will whistle at me right in the middle of the winter. There'll be 3-4 feet of snow there, and no matter what, I get my whistle. But it hasn't happened this year. I've only tried once or twice this winter, and I didn't get. I think it was just once, and I didn't get anything. Let's do it again on camera. It's how you do this. It's a repetition thing. You know, you could be the best at the world in this, and you're still not going to do anything until you spend enough time realizing where they can be, things like that. Where it doesn't have to be a giant Bigfoot world. This is all a giant Bigfoot world, and most of it's not even Bigfoot. And is there a Bigfoot? No, that's the thing. But everyone was right. Bigfoot doesn't exist. Their feet are actually pretty proportionate for their size. So, I mean, you might have a big foot, but he's just big. His foot's very normal. He comes around those rocks right there. Oh, I just heard it. Hold on. Come on, man, please. It doesn't mean he's there. I mean, oh my God, I wasn't expecting it the first time. When it happened, I really, really thought that was the last thing that was going to happen to me that day. Because it was like in the middle of the winter. I haven't seen that footage since I put it up. I got to find it somewhere. It's amazing to get a whistle like what I got in the middle of the wintertime in the deep snow. There's no excuses from anybody. It was them. There's no animals up here in the wintertime. And of course you have the leaning trident. This whole place is theirs. And then it's an X as well. You see how the other one comes up to the trident to make an X right there. It's an X. Leaner, like that field goals. We call them music makers because they go like this with the wind. And that's it. That's just like his spot. You know, whenever you have that, you know he's probably a bigger guy. Like, these are my guys. This is where I need to do this, you guys. I would give anything just to move somewhere that was affordable, and I could continue doing this. And that's probably possible, but I don't know where that is. And I can't really leave my guys. I just can't. It's killing me. That's how I am Colorado Bigfoot, is being here. Not here, but just in where I live in Eagle County. This is just my favorite place nearby my house. I'm only 6 miles from my house right now, or something like that. All right, give me a second. Let's do this rock thing. Surprised. That it's not melted today under there. Me and Callie were showing that to you. Callie's like, stop. I'm like, because I know it's there. And it's like the craziest X right there. It's incredible. It's the one that was peeling. Remember, I was telling Callie, I'm like, the leaners do the peel, then you can see the 3 leaners inside. And usually that's complete. It could be 10 feet of snow, and that's melted right there. And since the last snow, I don't think they've been there because it's not melted at all. I mean, I just guess at that because that's the way it seems, you know. But after you see it so many times, melted in the tree behind it. Has a giant ring around the big pine tree behind it. Another X. When did they do that one? Me and Callie didn't see that one. That's in front because they have another X up there behind that one. See all the stuff they put out front? Damn, there's some nasty mud right now, you guys. I just washed my car. It doesn't matter. I go through a car wash and then I come right back out into the mud. It's quite an expensive mine. It cost me $15 in the car wash in Eagle. It's like pretty expensive, but I got to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up buying a new car. You know. So I think that's an expense that's much needed. Is just to get the mud and stuff out of everything. A second. UFO. Hold on a second. I don't think I'm going to be able to film it because it's just. You guys, I can't believe this. Hold on a second. It's so weird too because the airport's right here. Well, look, I can't say it's a UFO, but I don't know what else it could be. Let me show you. I'm just waiting, hoping it happens again. Okay, so it's all the way out there. I guess that's got to be. It's much further away than you think, but right there. See where the snow is? Right there was these bright lights. It was almost like a oh. Hold on, I saw something in my mirror in the sky just now, up there. I'm not kidding, it could have been, my mirror's cracked, it could have been a light, my head moving. All right, so the brightest 2 lights, but they were together, almost like headlight, like right there. Look at the sky, it even looks like it. Like it just looks like the video, it looks like the setting you need for a UFO. Please light up again. If not, I'll show you anyway. It's like right there, there's a plane taking off. It's so blatant when it's a plane because they have blinking lights, you know? That's a helicopter, I think. You guys, it was, look, I'm telling you, I watched it. It's coming from the snow. There's nowhere to go, like as a person, you can't, that's out of Glenwood Canyons. It's way back out of Glenwood Canyons. I'm losing my light. It's right there. So that snow patches up there, like right there, is right where the lights came from. Oh, you know what? We could see. Hold on a second. There's definitely nothing there unless it's right there. But I think that's trees. You guys. So here's the crazy part. So I got to watch, like it all happened within 3 or 4 seconds. So I look over there. I'm like, hold on, nothing can be there. There's no way. Is there a plane coming in? I was like, no, it can't be because they only go out that way and come in this way. There's one right now. These guys don't even have any lights on. I don't know if you can see them. There's a plane like right behind the pole. He's passing the pole right now. There he is. Weird plane. It's a plane. No lights on that I can see. So anyway, you guys, that's far away. I know you might have heard enough about it, but you got to believe me, okay? I've never seen anything quite like it before, even though I've had one right above my head. That was a different. But when I saw that light, I stopped right away because I was like, I couldn't figure out what could be so bright over there. Like almost like, you know, have you ever seen an oncoming plane that has like headlights sometimes? Because I see it here sometimes once in a blue moon, like it's you can just see this plane coming from so far. That's not what it was. And then here, so what I'm trying to say is I got to watch it turn off as well. It just literally was there and then it was gone. And the only reason I'm still talking right now is hoping something happens again. For no other reason than I want you to believe me. Oh my God, like I don't make mistakes. I know this area. I know these mountains probably better than most people. Or, you know, at least what is there? What's the access like? Where is it? And that's like to the right of Glenwood Canyons, but way back in. Like the access to there is like impossible. It's impossible, really. I mean, without a helicopter. If you've ever seen the Glenwood Canyons, if you haven't, Google it, you'll see why. It goes straight up. It's like, I love it in there so much. You know, with the lack of resources and money, you know, we'll always be hung up on, without, you know, being able to do amazing things, getting the right people, things like that. I'm just too far up here. Come on, man. All right, so it is what it is. Believe it or not. When have I ever told you a story in 900 videos? Hardly ever. People beg me sometimes, Mark, please tell us the stories you don't tell us. I'm like, I would, but it's you guys, yeah. But like, the outside world here, then I got to get ridiculed. And people are like, oh, Mark, just ignore the, so I do, but, it's also annoying. It prevents people from wanting to speak about the truth because people aren't ready. People are, you guys just look around at this world. And how crazy people, like shaving half their head. It's a whole new world here. And I'm becoming more and more grateful that I was able to live when I did. So that was legit, you guys. The thing about, I'm stuttering because I'm so excited. The thing about it was how bright it was from so far away. It's not a campsite. There's no access to any mountains around here. We're already in the mountains. So to go any higher than 85 right now, 8,000 feet, or not even 7,500, it's almost impossible because they have those roads gated. They all, besides gating for lack of maintenance, they gate. I'm telling people this for a reason because it's what holds me back. They gate for the rutting. Okay, which if you don't know what rutting is, that's the mating of like elk and the moose, mostly deer as well. And it gives them peace and quiet and allows them to live without idiots around. And that's basically every one of us in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, I mean that nicely, but like even the ones of us that we really feel like we're doing the best we can. Like, I think we're still sometimes just so clueless. Like, that's how I think about myself. Like, I think, see, like that right there. Look, right there is a great example of kind of what I saw, but it was different. That was the analogy I was giving you right there. See that? There's a plane right there coming with two headlights. It's like, it looks like a UFO basically. But this was different. This was coming out of the mountain. I swear. And I know the planes here, they have to come in this way. There's only one way into that airport and they fly out. It's a very tiny airport. So they're never going to send planes out. I watch them, they go up, and then if they're going to go back, they turn this, they go way out there and turn. That's what I saw. But not the same thing. You can see the spread on these, because they're on the wings. You see that? Hold on. So that's a street light right there. Probably going to crash showing this too. See the spread? You only get it for a second there. It's actually a much bigger spread than you think because it's a big plane, right? Well, these were together, but way brighter than that. I don't think I'd barely be able to see that at that distance. So I'm pretty amazed with whatever I just saw, and I figured I would just tell you about it. Sometimes with my luck, like as I was talking, it would have came back on, but it didn't. So it is what it is. But that would have been cool, I think, even if it came back on, we still would never have figured out what it was. But you guys would have known for sure that it was something. Like, wow, that's something coming out of it. Because it was coming out of the snow. That's the weird part. And then it just went off. So